before this video started, the review was recorded yesterday. I was trying to upload it yesterday, but there was technical issues and it was not working. So yeah, it was a very difficult. I had a hard time trying to upload the review yesterday. But now here's my review on the day. The film is released everywhere. So enjoy the review as it is. And also I decided to put music and put colors, and because I wanted to make a fun review and stand out from other reviews. So enjoy. Dun, 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 dun. I did it. So today I finally watched the brand new James Gunn Superman movie, the beginning of the DC universe, from James Gunn, where we're gonna have feature installments like Supergirl, Peacemaker Season 2, although technically Peacemaker Season 2, and Supergirl, then The Authority, Raven Bold, Waller, Booster Gold, Teen Titans, Surgeon Rock, and it began with Creature Commandos. And I really like Creature Commandos. I thought it was fun. We're starting to the DCU, but whatever, because Superman is considered the true beginning of the DCU, like James Gunn said. And so before I give you my thoughts on this film, I should probably give you my thoughts on the character overall, Superman, and the films that he was in. I really love the character of Superman. He's always been one of my favorite superheroes. He's in my top 4 favorite DC superheroes is Beast Boy, Batman, Red Hood, and Superman. Those are always been my 4 favorite DC characters. I love Superman, his costume, his powers, his allies, his villains are very memorable. And in terms of the movie side, I love the first Christopher Reeve movie. I really enjoy Superman 2. I've never seen Superman 3. I don't like Superman 4. Superman Returns with Brendan Routh is pretty good. On Man of Steel, I really like Man of Steel. Batman v Superman, which is, fun fact, my first DC movie in theaters, it's solid enough. It's watchable. It got some problems, like it was way too dark and was way too crammed in. Like it really wants to set up the DCEU fast. But it had some good moments. And I thought DC League of Super Pet was cute. And in terms of TV shows, I love Smallville. I'm currently on season 7. And I really love Superman the Animated Series also. However, I have not seen Superman Lois yet, at least yet, or the Dean Cain Superman show, Lois and Clark, New Adventures of Superman. So, going into this film, I was very excited for it. Like, initially I was kind of sad when Henry Cavill was dropped out of the role, but I was intrigued for James Gunn Superman, because I know he is a great director. And I want to see what he does with Superman, because I immediately knew this was gonna be different from what he usually does, with like we see in Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker. Superman's not gonna be like those films and shows at all. And this was my most anticipated film of the year, and this is a film that I felt like it needed to be great to get the DC world of films get great, like how Marvel is. And kind of way, it's Marvel's and good and man by people. So one of my thoughts on Superman, and I gotta say, I loved it. It was a phenomenal fun time. I really love Superman. It was fun, it was action packed, it was hopeful, it was colorful, It has some very amazing action, phenomenal acting, great costumes, and overall, it was an amazing return to the DC films. I really thought it was a fun time, and I think this is probably the best DC film, honestly. Sorry, Dark Knight. Sorry, Snyder Cut. But I really think this movie is really good. James Gunn did a phenomenal job as the director. He really understands the character. I don't read Superman comics, honestly, but I well enough of the character. I think he understands the character more than probably a lot of directors do, including Richard Donner and Zack Snyder. He literally made obscure characters like Guardians and Peacemaker fit amazing characters, and he did amazing also with a popular character, Superman. And in terms of the performance, as much as I love Christopher Reeve, as much as I love Tom Welling, as much as I love Henry Cavill, David Corenswet might be the best Superman right now, from what we got so far, because he brings the hope and like the heroism, I don't know how you say it, and the energy and his performance as Superman is phenomenal. David Corenswet is amazing as Superman. He looks the part, and he has amazing interaction with the characters, and he has amazing chemistry with Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. And his Krypto is a funny character where he attacks Superman for fun, and other characters as well. And his costume looks really awesome. I love the costume. It didn't look good. It didn't look good in the first look image, but it got better with the behind the scenes. But the trailers and in this movie, wow, that suit looks amazing and incredible and super. I really love the suit, and the flying effects on Superman are incredible, and his powers are pretty cool, of course, and especially when he whistles for Krypto for help. That was a very interesting powers. But yeah, again, his flying, every time he flies, I feel joy, man. I feel joy, and I really feel like flying feels fun, honestly. And Nicholas Hoult is a tie between him and Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor, because man, Nicholas Hoult gives a lot of energy to this character. Like when he gets angry, he brings a lot of anger and energy to the character, and especially when he interacts with Superman and Eve. But also, he's also a very menacing villain, especially in that one sequence, which I won't give away, but it happens when he captures Superman, where we meet a Metamorpho. He does something bad, and I was shocked that they did that. And I was like, oh, Lex Luthor's not messing around at all. But yeah, he hams it up as the role. I really can't wait to see more of Nicholas Hoult in the future of the DCU. I really cannot wait. And I really like Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane as well. And Jimmy also is a likable character. I really like the character of Eve. And I really feel bad for her, especially in the middle of the movie. And there was some very emotional moments between Clark and Papa Kent at one particular part of the movie. And I thought the Robot 4 was a very cool character, voiced by Alan Tudyk. Thought he was a very interesting character to be a prominent one. And I really like the other villains, like the Engineer, who was like part of the Authority, I think, from what I've heard and done research of. And Ultraman, which I can't give away about what the character is, mostly what the character's identity is, but I kind of expected it, but it was a very awesome surprise. And the costume on him looks neat. It looks too similar to Black Noir, but still looks decent. And I do think visually the film looks amazing. Like the Fortress of Solitude looks phenomenal. Like the crystals and like the snow and what they done. The set design looks incredible. Like people have said, like, I did not watch the reviews, but what I've read, they said like it was like a true comic book to life, and I can see that. Like Metropolis, the city, wow, it looks really nice. I really love how they made Metropolis. I'm sure, I mean, yes, they shot on location, but man, Metropolis looks really nice. And I can't keep reviewing. I cannot review this without talking about the other characters like Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho. One thing I really love about these characters is that James Gunn clearly utilized them as to move the story forward, and now like the way the DCEU did in Batman v Superman, where they just introduced the Flash and Aquaman, Cyborg, just to set up the DCEU as fast as possible. But they did a good job. But no, they did not do that. They used them as like main characters, specifically Mr. Terrific. He's like the main out of the four side characters. And he is a very awesome character. Like there's one action sequence in the film where he fights these bad guys to find Superman. And it was a very awesome fight scene. Like his powers and like the way he fights these bad guys is really neat. I really love it. And his costume looks really nice, and the actor is phenomenal in the role. And Nathan Fillion is very cool as Guy Gardner. He's very a jerk in this film. And Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl is really neat, and Metamorpho is really good in this. Not only does he look like the character straight out of the comic pages, but he's a very cool, good character, especially when he allies with Superman after some tragedy and rescuing Joey. It was a very awesome character development. And there are some cool cameos, two notable ones that we'll see more in the DCU. I won't give away, but two of them are very awesome. One of them I didn't expect, but it was very nice to see. And the other one, we kind of knew it would happen, but when that character show up, it was a very awesome scene. And my Peter clapped. My Peter had a great time with the film. One thing I want to say about this film is that this film didn't need post-credit scenes at all. Like, there are two post-credit scenes, and neither one didn't do anything at all. Like, there was just whatever. Like, I did not go into this film expecting like big post-credit scenes like Marvel does, with like they did with Eternals, Quantumania, and Thor: Love and Thunder, where they set up a future DCU movie, because apparently James Gunn wants James Gunn and Peter Safran to make these movies stand on their own, so that the people don't need to do homework, which I think is a good thing, because watching a lot takes a bit too much for some people, so I get that. But they need post-credit scenes. Like, if they didn't have post-credit scenes, I wouldn't have an issue with it. And there are also two other characters in the film as well that were very cool to see at the beginning of the film, and they kind of serve as a plot point in the film where Lex Luthor tries to make Superman a threat to the world, only for the people to support Superman very, very later in the film. And I do think the score of the movie is very impressive. I love the score of the film, like not just because it pays homage to John Williams' music at one score, but a lot of the music in this film is very fun to listen to, especially in the action sequences are very neat, and the song during the credits is very fun to listen to. Honestly, it really keeps me entertained. Honestly, I really had a good time with it, and I really thought the film overall, so overall, I think Superman is a phenomenal return to DC and comic book movies, hopefully. And I really am happy that James Gunn was able to do Superman justice. And I really love this film, honestly. And I hope you guys do. And so let me know in the comments below your thoughts on Superman. Let me know if you're excited for the future of the DCU. And if you enjoyed this review, give this video a like and subscribe and look up!